right, guys, we got Jackson Hole. Oh wait, why is that still? Do I have the wrong? I have the wrong banners up. Let's see. We're gonna go to that one, and okay. So Jackson Hole came out, and I'm actually still bearish. Just kind of increased my conviction on bearishness as I've been talking about since yesterday. I've been bearish since last week, since we broke below the 50 DMA. All the bad banking news, all the bad retail news. The plan was to short at 444, but I got tricked because of NVIDIA yesterday. I got tricked about that, but I'm back short again. Got a bearish cross starting in 4-month SPY. So we just had our show with Rex, and he gave us further conviction about the market short, that amount of short to protect against our longs right now. I think we will be retesting 433, and I don't know when that's going to happen. Today, next week, the week after, but I anticipate that to happen, and we'll see. And kind of I anticipate it to. We'll see. We'll see what happens if it breaks up 432. Okay, so that's where I'm at, and it's really the same story with SPY, QQQ. I like ARKK the best, believe it or not, even though they're the interest rate sensitive one, just because of the long-term support line. It's a bounce off that 50-week moving average right at 39.50, and it's hard for me to get bearish on ARK unless we go below 39.50. So ARK I have a little bit of a differing view on, because it's just come down so much, and the question is all of this priced in already? Whereas SPY and QQQ are quite high, like near all-time highs. So that's why I'm taking that diverging view on ARKK. Now let's go into actually, you know what? We should just briefly look at this, because AI really turned over NVIDIA and all that, unfortunately. So wow, look at that. I haven't looked at NVIDIA in a while, but we did end up selling some of our. Actually, are we all out of NVIDIA? I'm not sure, but it's basically just kind of like a stop loss situation that we decided to get out of some of these. I don't know. I think we may still be in SMCI and CLS. They just seem to be CLS is still over the 20 DMA, really cheap PE. SMCI, I know the chart doesn't look good, but really cheap PE in the AI space. So I decided to keep those two, and all these other AI stocks we played yesterday. We closed most of them out yesterday, actually. AMD and AI and Vicker and Oracle, all that kind of stuff. We were not in today. So we got bamboozled on AI yesterday, and NVIDIA, and that market price action been really frustrating, difficult to play. Okay. So let's go to our morning show. And really the only thing working for us is Overstock right now. DWAC is not working out. Man, wow, this is crazy. I didn't think it would go over this 50 DMA here at 1460. Really unbelievable. I did not expect this. Look, I've been one to not stay away from shorting DWAC. I've always been a proponent of basically understanding the overvaluation DWAC, respecting the market sentiment. This is part of story trading, right? We're not pure fundamental investors. So when people come in, oh, DWAC's not worth anything, look at the financials, whatever. You know, we don't agree to that. We say understand market psychology, understand the sentiment, understand that DWAC is a vehicle by which Trump supporters show their support for Trump. That's basically what it is. And so, you know, I've never been a fan of shorting this, and until now, this is like the first time. And wow, I cannot believe that, as much as I understand the psychology of Trump supporters, I cannot believe they stepped it up today. I really cannot believe they stepped that up today in the face of the indictments and say, we're going to buy DWAC as a show of political support for Trump. That's exactly what's going on. And it's just shocking to me, because something massively fundamentally changed here, which is that Trump tweeted on Twitter. He posted on Twitter, on X. And come on, man. Like, I got to believe, like, this DWAC merger might be over. I don't know. I mean, and the engagement on his post on Twitter is like many multiples higher than it is on Truth Social. So I am pretty shocked by this price action. And all this time, I've been the one explaining the sentiment in the face of other people who don't understand it. I've been explaining this sentiment to others, and today I got it wrong. I just can't believe it. So, wow, that is people are willing to basically vote with their pocketbooks and saying, I'm just going to push DWAC stock up because I support Trump. That is just fascinating to me. I mean, I guess there's a case to be made that, oh, is starting to post on Twitter is going to drive traffic to Truth Social by posting further on Twitter in the future. Maybe that's what it is, but I don't know. I have a different calculation. Different calculus I'm making is that Trump just needs the reach to avoid going to jail. He has to get his word out and try to win this campaign. So I don't think he's worried about Truth Social anymore. But this is just unbelievable. So I'm down on this short by over $1.20. I think 13.50 because we did it in early pre-market, or 13.55. Oh, we averaged up a little bit, so maybe we're at 13.70 or something. So I'm down a little over $1 on this short. And man, this is just insane. I cannot believe it. So look at that. It's going up as we're talking. Yeah, there was a suggestion by my partner to buy calls to just in case we were wrong. And he was right. We didn't do it. He was right. We should have bought calls. Even I suggested it, but we didn't follow through on it. Look at that. Unbelievable. All right. So anyway, we're short HE, about break even on it maybe for now. We'll see. I think I'm willing to hold on to this longer. The news is really bad. They're downgraded to junk, dividends suspended. So I'm going to hold on to this one for longer. Feel better about that than this DWAC explosion right now, obviously. Other than that, the only thing I want to point out here is we did have Penn going up on this news of Amazon wanting to collaborate with Disney on ESPN Bet. So Penn is moving up. We didn't play that. Sava, we didn't play that. Wow, second day insider buy. So got rejected at the 20 DMA. Not going to be playing that either. Grab, a little move up on continued analyst optimism. Overstock. Okay. Overstock is starting to differentiate itself here, but it's still, wow, ARK is having a good day. So with ARK having a good day, here, maybe it's not meaningful yet. Yesterday, it really diverged. But the news, we just did this show with Rex. If you're a VIP, actually, let me put that show in our archives so our paid members can access it. Just got to hit a button to make that happen. Okay. So now we just did a show, and the end of it's very interesting because we went through a couple scenarios for Overstock. One scenario where it goes much lower and one scenario where it goes up much higher. And the higher scenario that was discussed, the path to how does this get to the mid 50s was very, very interesting and eye-opening. So I suggest if you are a VIP, and in fact, what I'll do, let me tag that event with the Overstock ticker symbol so that you can find it easier. If you go to our app and add Overstock to your watch list, you'll be able to access this event. So let's do that here. All right, so now it's tagged with Overstock. So Overstock, lots of positive catalysts. If you're a VIP, you can hear about it every morning at 9 a.m. All the due diligence we're doing, channel checks, app rankings, order number analysis, job postings, a lot of signs that this can really, really surprise the market and explode. So, all right, with that, let me see if there are any questions over on Rumble. Don't see anything. Don't see anything over on YouTube either. And wow, I just cannot believe DWAC. So we got to figure out what to do there. All right. Thanks, everyone. It's been a tough week. Been a tough couple weeks, but we're going to persevere and turn things around. We'll talk to you if you're a VIP next Monday morning at 9 a.m. at StoryTrading.com/app. You can grab a free trial. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to leave you with a little bit of a video about what story trading is about. We'll see you next week.
It's not easy to understand why stocks go up and down, but even in volatile markets, there's always a discoverable and logical reason behind price action. Story trading is a social investing community of investors who share information to uncover the hidden stories behind the trade through the 4 pillars of fundamentals, catalyst, sentiment, and technicals. All price action can be understood through the lens of these pillars, allowing for a holistic view that empowers better decision-making. Only by understanding markets can you beat them. Join our community today and start making sense of markets.